So now I've hacked on sm.js for every grammar rule. So here I've created a little piece of JavaScript string concatenation stuff, like this stuff here. So and I've made things very explicit, or as explicit as I can. The first, if I go right to the bottom, one of the more interesting rules is the ID rule, and here I just create a backticked string composed of the first character and all of the other characters joined together with nothing in between. And as it stands, I've in the places where I need to create a constant, where I call name, and I know I call name list, I can look in the grammar to see how it's done. I use a global variable and then create a constant using that global variable. And here because there's more than one keyword in this particular rule, I map through it and I create one constant for every name in the map. In some cases, I need to create a constant and a name at the same time, and I'm returning them as two separate things. They're going to be split in the final result. So the constants are going to come at the very top, and the name is going to be used however it gets used in the rest of the code. Now we can run the sm.js file with the grammar plus the code emitting stuff. I run it, it runs successfully, and it outputs into output.js. Here I've got out.js as it's generated at the moment. We'll see that some of these, the constants are, there's only one global variable for all the constants. It generates the code and it generates a bunch of boilerplate at the bottom. That's actually done here. And if I'm in Emacs at the moment, but I'll just do any kind of pretty printing. In Emacs it's called indent region. We select the region and then we indent it, and then we get stuff that looks like the original code, except for the blank lines, which I can eliminate by doing delete matching lines with blanks or tabs, any number of them, followed by nothing. It deletes them, and then we get the final code. And then we can try to run this final code by saying node out.js, and it runs but doesn't output anything, and that's because there's a bug in the actual grammar. If we look at toggle.scl, we don't define the default state, and the grammar doesn't handle it either.